What up, YouTube? WebMike here. And a little while ago, I posted a theory that more women will see Aquaman than Captain Marvel. And right now, it looks like I might be right, because the audience breakdown for Captain Marvel was 55% male, and in the opening weeks, it was as high as 66% male, according to Uproxx, Deadline, and I think Variety also gave another source to that as well. Whereas Aquaman had 52% female, roughly throughout the entire run of the movie. Now, Captain Marvel did make way more money than I thought. I thought it was going to make, what, between $500 to $800 million? Clearly way off. It grossed just over $1 billion. And I knew it would have so many things working in its favor as opposed to Aquaman. Captain Marvel is coming off of Infinity War, supposedly tying into Endgame. It's releasing in every market on the same day, and it's on way more high quality screens than any other movie previously. So those are major factors towards its favor. Aquaman was coming off of the rather abysmal Justice League, was not nearly received well. But it was Aquaman that really relaunched the DC cinematic universe. And now we have Shazam coming out too. And another thing, it was definitely a rumor. Tell me if you saw this on opening weekend, but there were apparently phantom viewings where people would buy tickets but not show up to Captain Marvel. Now, I went with my girlfriend week 2 to go see it, and the theater was pretty well packed. There might have been 5 to 10 empty seats. Not a lot of engagement from the audience. My girlfriend, she thought it was good. I thought it was okay but underwhelming. And just like the pre-screenings, what does everyone say about Captain Marvel? Oh, that freaking cat. Oh, Samuel Jackson, he was good. Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, he was good. Not so much saying anything about Brie Larson. I think that also ties into Brie Larson not being nearly as likable as, say, Jason Momoa or Amber Heard. Granted, though, Amber Heard's got her own legal difficulties right now because it appears that she might have falsely Me Too'd Johnny Depp. And I feel sorry for that dude if that's the case. I mean, anyway. So. Also, Brie Larson just doesn't seem to be nearly that likable. Like, you look at the one interview on Entertainment Tonight, or Entertainment Toronto, whatever it's called, where Brie Larson, Don Cheadle, and Chris Hemsworth are being interviewed about this. And she says, oh, well, I did my own sense because that's what I thought everyone did. And then Chris Hemsworth pays her a compliment saying, oh, like, what, Tom Cruise of you? She says, no, I'd be the first me, not the first Tom Cruise. Thank you very much. It's like, whoa. Can't take a joke, can't play off banter. Not really that likable. Whereas Jason Momoa as Aquaman, on screen and off, he's a joy to watch. Like, looking at some of his reaction to things online, one of them was, what do you do when you wake up, Jason Momoa? I wake up, I go potty. You see Brie Larson answering some Google questions, and one of them was, does Brie Larson work out? I think she said, is that like a personal attack or something? Very, very touchy, very tightly wound up, aren't you, Mrs. Larson? Yeah, so box office runs were about the same. Aquaman at about 1.1, 1.2 billion. Captain Marvel it looks like it's petering out at maybe 1.1 billion. And I gotta say, even though they grossed about the same, the Aquaman one had a healthier run. It took a long time before it ever dropped nearly below 50% on a weekend-to-weekend basis. Captain Marvel hit that, I think, on the first or second weekend, dropping 55 or 50, which really isn't that unhealthy. I mean, if a movie is really doing good, it'll drop maybe 50%. Now, some movies like The Meg, that dropped, I think 27% from weekend 1 to weekend 2. Into the Spider-Verse, I think only dropped 35% from weekend 1 to weekend 2. Avengers Endgame, that came out recently. I can't imagine it'll fall much more than 55%, if not less, But yeah, so considering the similar box office runs, the time it's taken between movies, I can definitively say that more women went to go see Aquaman than Captain Marvel, telling me that more women, just like people, anyone, we want to be more entertained than we want more representation. Now, it's fine to do that on screen. It's fine to get that out there, get a diverse cast out there, have as many different people from different backgrounds as possible out there. But you gotta make us care about the characters, the story, the situation. Gotta make them likable. Actors on screen and off screen have to be as magnetic, as we've seen with Jason Momoa versus Brie Larson, or even going back to the MCU, Scarlett Johansson or Elizabeth Olsen versus Brie Larson. Very different. Magnetic on screen and off, not so much with Brie Larson. But yes, considering it's a 7% difference from male to female between Aquaman and Captain Marvel, Aquaman's the winner here for female viewership. Well, but again, you tell me what you think in the comments below. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. WebMike, out.